Okay, hello everybody. It's Jimmy again, coming to you from Carrollton, Illinois. Going to do another video, and I'm wanting to talk about a new subject, different subject today. I'd like to talk about politics. I had, of course, it's been in the media lately a lot, considering everything that's been happening with Trump's success and against his Republican opponents, and of course, with Hillary and the way it's looking like right now with the last primaries that just took place last Tuesday. Anyway, I'm wanting to talk about Trump and Hillary, even though right now I'm still I'm a big Bernie supporter. I really loved his political revolution. I loved his policies and everything else he was bringing forth. I think this country is long overdue for a man just like that, but unfortunately, he does not look like he's going to be our Democratic nomination. Now, oh God, with that being said, I want to talk about a little bit about Hillary and Trump, I guess, because uh, there's got a lot of heated arguments going back and forth throughout the internet, throughout the media, all the bashing and everything else is going on. Anyway, I read a article this afternoon on Trump, and there were some points that I agreed with, and there were some points I strongly actually disagreed with it. And anyway, somebody had challenged me on the topic of Trump supporters, that basically they don't all have hate in their heart, basically. And of course, I'd never make that kind of a claim to say that all Trump supporters have hate in their heart. However, um, I will say that Trump's campaign was definitely built on a Fox Media premise, so to speak. Um, he's a very intelligent man. He's very smart. He knew exactly who to go after. He knew his audience. He targeted his audience very carefully. He is a salesman. I have no doubt about it, and he definitely connected with people on an emotional level, and he won their support, basically on that premise. But anyway, good Lord, I can give an example on that. There are, oh God, for example, there's many people out there that will actually vote for Trump just so that Hillary doesn't get in office. They don't care about his politics. They just believe that Hillary's a liar, and they don't want to. Um, they just want to vote Trump just because. And then you have the other people too who will vote for Trump basically because Bernie didn't get nominated, or looking like he's not going to be nominated, and they're going to vote Trump. And it's almost the same thing, They just don't want Hillary in office, and to be honest with you, I don't like Hillary either. I really don't. I don't like her. But the best that we have to choose from right now is, we have Hillary and we have Trump. Everybody wants to call Hillary a liar. Great, she's a liar. Yeah, I agree with you. However, to say Trump is not is a bit hypocritical. Trump actually has lied time and time and time and time again. I mean, they've even actually went and investigated where he would actually say one thing on one program and then turn around and say the complete opposite on another program. And I can tell you now that if you cut Trump's lies, if you cut a third of his lies that he has spoken, his lies are still going to outweigh Hillary's anyway. Um, but anyway, oh God, his back on Trump, his policies, everything he's trying to bring through, not. It's just really not all that cool. He is part of the 1%. If you think he's not, then I'm sorry. Uh, Bust your bubble, but he's very much part of the 1%. Billionaire. His interest is in his money. It always has been. I mean, if you just look at his track record, it pretty much proves it. He has rode on the skirt tails of many, including his freaking campaign slogan. I mean, give me a break. Let's make America great again. I think Ronald Reagan. I know Ronald Reagan used that exact speech in his campaign, and it's almost a borrowed. It's just really a borrowed statement. And the money that he got, it wasn't his; it was his dad's. He actually has filed bankruptcy. He's managed to be successful. Yeah, I don't doubt that, not at all. However, in the way he decided to be successful is very questionable to me. And then you have companies and finance people who are they're after Trump because he won't pay his bills. I mean, you know, that kind of speaks for itself. Do I want a guy running like that running this country? Nah, no, not at all. Like I said, I think Trump is very smart. He's very intelligent. However, he seems to be a bit selfish with the way he decides to handle business. And I didn't even understand where people they want Trump because he is not a politician, and it's because they're tired of the establishment politics. I'm also one of those people. I'm sick of DNC's bullshit. I'm sick of RNC's bullshit. I see it. I watched it in 2012. And once again, it seems to be happening, but this time more from the DNC side, with the media and the suppression of votes and everything else that's going on. But still, back to the reality of the situation. This is what we have to actually choose from: is Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And Donald Trump, I can't support him. I just cannot support him because of his policies. It has nothing to do with how I feel about him personally. He is, like I said, look at his track record. Just look at his track record. Look at everything that's been going on. He loves to talk about the things that other people are afraid to say because it's politically incorrect to say so. And that's one of his big things, being, not being politically correct. But there is a big difference when you are being politically incorrect and you begin to compare your dick size when you're in the middle of a debate. I'm sorry, but that's just plain stupid. I mean, who does that? And but anyway, anyways, I would like to see Social Security last, and of course, I would like to see a better education, many different things. And as far as from what I can tell from Trump, yeah, he's going to reward his supporters, and he'll probably go after something like, our Affordable Health Care Act, take it down, and maybe try to put up a new one. Do I trust that? No, because I think it might be potentially worse for this country rather than better. Anyways, and I'm going to talk about also the burning or bust people. You guys that are out there, you're burning or bust. I get that. I love Martin. He was my main guy. I was really hoping to see this through. I do, however, hope that he carries his political revolution all the way to the Democratic convention. And this has been very important to American politics. He's made a huge difference, whether he got the DNC nomination or not, or whether he does or not. What he has done and what he's achieved right now at this point is it is still revolutionary. It would take years and years for these parties to undo what Bernie has actually exposed. And for him, I definitely would like to think of that. But back on point, Bernie or bust, you guys, you're mad. I get that. I'm upset too, but you're mad. And yet you still don't want Hillary in there. And you're going to vote Trump to keep Hillary from getting in. Well, fuck you. And I can say that with my whole heart, fuck you. Because, these people may get what they deserve because that's what they were voting for. But when you talk about the people who can't vote in this country, the kids who are underage, my children, for example, I would like to see them have a good education. I would like to at least have some of the structure that we have right now that's still left. I would like to see it here when my kids get old enough to take care of themselves. And with Trump, it's just not looking so promising. Um, Trump's talking about building the greatest military in the world. Let's talk about that for a minute. I've heard him say that, and let's beef it up. Now, our military, we already spend more money than the 10 top countries in the world when it comes to military spending. We spend more than them combined. So we could actually cut it by a third, and we would still beat the top 10 countries combined on our military spending. We don't need to spend any more money in the military. We need to take that money and invest it into our education system, into our homeless people, into our hungry people. All of that, our special needs people, mentally handicapped. And nobody seems to think about that. Everybody just seems to be so fearful. They think we're supposed to beef up our military, intimidate the rest of the world. Well, that's a bit arrogant, I would think. Considering the rest of the world is really not a threat. I think we're more of a threat to the rest of the world than anybody else out there. And we've kind of proven that with Iraq, I believe, going over there, and we had no reason to be there. And, but anyway, any other topics in this video that you guys want to, any other topics I've shared you want to comment on, please feel free to do so. And I do hope to hear from you guys. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned. I'll have more videos to come.